Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of Hoppets, checking out this year's vintage of Verdant Putty. Putty made it to Denmark this year. It did last year as well, but just on the Mikkeller web shop and a few other places. Pretty awesome. Verdant, in my mind, makes some of the best hazy IPA in Europe, and I hope to get to try this can every single year it's released of double IPA because I think it's fantastic. As I said, this is this year's, so 2021. The 2021 release of Putty. And I got this one on Ølkassen, so thanks a ton to Ølkassen for the beer. Link for the website is down below. They are just teasing right now. They're having a new drop of American craft beer, and Transient Artisan Ales is one of them. We'll see what that is. That will be interesting. It would be awesome if it's not just hazy beer. But this is Putty. I'm drinking this can when it's it's just about to hit 4 weeks. I think this was it's like 4 weeks and 3 days. So it's, right now I need to drink it this week. 5 weeks, and after that I feel like a lot of these beers start to go down a bit. But I know these, specifically Putty, this is a beer they have sit in tank and stuff for quite a while after they take it off the hops to be able to, release it, and it just still tastes nice. So Putty is one of these beers, one of my all-time favorite hazy IPAs. I've given this beer 100 a few times. We'll see if I still think that. Because, there's been some different batch variations and whatnot, and I feel like, I'm maybe not as into hazy IPA as I was at one point. And then again, when I had the really good stuff, I go nuts. Maybe not 100, maybe like 97 territory. But it's rare that I give 100 for an IPA nowadays, mainly because, I just don't get as fired up about it as I do with stouts and whatnot. So, really still looking forward to this. So Putty, it's famous. It's an 8% double IPA, hopped with Mosaic, Galaxy, and Asaka hops. But yeah, let's check it out. So it pours a gorgeous, thick-looking golden orange color. I've had a lot of monkish as of late. This looks a lot like a monkish beer. And also from the aroma, it reminds me a lot of a monkish beer. The fun thing is Verdant is also one of those breweries that I've really been comparing to a lot of the great American ones. There's only a few, I think, European breweries that really nails and are dead on to the best of the best in the US. And for me, that's monkish. And I don't know if Treehouse is my all-time favorite anymore. They still have some really good stuff, and the same with Trillium. But for me, it's just like monkish for haze all the way, man. There's still a lot of, Electric is also really close, but I haven't had too much of them to say specifically, but I have so much monkish now, I'm a monkish fanboy. I even have a t-shirt. But yeah, this looks great. That hazy, thick-looking golden orange yellow color with an off-white head. Let's check out the aroma on 2021 Putty. Oh, it smells really nice. It smells really nice. You can definitely smell it's been sitting on in the can for a bit, but it is so juicy. It smells a bit monkish-like because it has a lot of brightness, singiness, and dankness, and a little bit of herbaceousness, like green herb, weed dankness. And monkish a lot of time have that, but they have lots of bright hop character with a lot of yeast ester. And this seems to combine both, but I think maybe just on the aroma alone, it reminds me a bit more of like an Equilibrium type of IPA. Those are also, some of my favorites as well. They make amazing hoppy beer, but still, I think monkish is number one in the States, and Verdant is number one in Europe for me, or at least one of them, in the very top tier. Very candy-like aroma too. It's got cantaloupe and honeydew melon, and then it has this candy pineapple thing, almost like Starburst pineapple. Super oniony too. It's there's definitely oniony, earthy, garlicky flavors, and that I think that's 100%. A mix of Galaxy Mosaic, because Mosaic goes into that as well. And Galaxy has those earthy notes. But I guess it depends on how you use it, but it really, it brings out that kind of old school, oniony, dank, garlicky, earthy character. And I don't mind that whatsoever. I really dig that in IPAs. But first and foremost, it smells like super overripe and juicy with some brightness and sing. Again, like pineapple, passion fruit, and then definitely overripe stone fruit and loads of cantaloupe, melon type flavors. Man, it smells good. Yeah, and then also some overripe, just sweeter tropical fruit. Maybe even kiwi in this one. Let's give it a taste, guys. It smells fantastic. Cheers. Thanks to Ølkassen for the beer. Okay, that's very nice New England double IPA. Really good. But, it's much more earthy and oniony and garlicky than I remember. I don't mind it at all. And dank, really dank. It actually has a little bit of bitterness, a good dryness too. It's not this crazy juicy overripe thing that some of them, like super bright monkish flavor. The aroma was more so, but that might be age. But it does, it does taste a little bit towards that because it has that overripe, that like dank and oniony flavor. But tastes fantastic. Really good mouthfeel. Really slick and velvety in coating. Super fluffy. And the flavors, again, like, it has that cantaloupe melon, and it also has like grapefruit and grapefruit pith. It has like a little bit of a West Coast touch, which is really nice. And then with all that, it has some of these other bright nuances. But I feel like these brighten, like tropical. I talked about like the pineapple and the candy pineapple thing and all that. Like a lot of those flavors are a bit subdued, at least at the moment with this can, compared to a lot of dankness, a lot of earthy, resinous kind of flavors. But now it still has a lot of overripeness and sweeter, overripe, juicy fruit. It's interesting. It's almost like my palate is getting used to all that earthiness, and now like a lot of that overripe, like Starburst candy kind of tropical fruit candy vibes come through. It's a fucking fantastic New England double IPA, world class. It's not 100 for me anymore, but it's really, really good. It's good. It's putty. It's a beer that everyone almost in Europe waits for every year. Like, it doesn't sting as much as some of the, monkish cans I've had not too long ago. There's even a bit of overripe citrus fruit, like sweet citrus. It doesn't sing and pop as much as those, and those were around like 97, 98. Like the all Galaxy one we had, what was it called? Not Planet's Got a Roll. The double IPA. Beats is Infinite, that's the name. There's so many names on these beers. That was all Galaxy, and that was like much better, and there's so much more brightness. It's like definitely the best Galaxy IPA I've had. But, is this close? It's just a few grades, and we talked about it earlier, like those small, numbers mean a lot. But I think, that's a 96. It's definitely like, it's over 95, but I don't want to go 97, 98, because then it's just as good as Planet's Gonna Roll. I feel like that's still a few levels above this, but that's also a bit fresher. But I still think this is not too old at all for a can of putty, because I think if this was even more fresh, it'd be even more green and herbaceous. And it really gets better also as it sits in the glass. And I have another can that I'll be drinking this weekend, and we'll see how it's developed. This coming weekend. Again, I think I also preferred a little bit the Track Gold Top one I had. It was a bit more bright and popping, but that was a Nelson. I prefer Nelson a bit over Galaxy, but Galaxy can, be amazing. It was probably the first wave of super hype hop in hazy IPA. But yeah, great stuff. So if you guys got a chance to try the Putty from Verdant from 2021, let me know what you thought of it. Again, this is still available. Go get some. It's fantastic. If you want to taste what Galaxy hops taste like with some friends, go check this out. Also with the Mosaic, and Asaka. I think Asaka, some of the overripe tropical fruit, like mango, playing in terms of flavor, and papaya maybe even. Whereas Mosaic I think that really just is also what helps amplify all that earthy, oniony, garlicky flavor. And then also the dankness, and then you get a little bit of, pineapple, whatnot, because Mosaic can go that way too, but yeah, fantastic. So if you guys had a chance to try this one, let me know what you thought of it. What is your favorite vintage of putty so far? When did you enjoy this the most? Let me know. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos, and check out Ölkästen for beers like this. And I want to say cheers, and see you guys in another beer review.